possible. There's actually grassland over here that my city just expanded to, so I'm going to build a farm on that, so that way I can get even more food into my capital. And meanwhile, my scout is just scouting around. I couldn't really scout along the coast because the Iroquois are right here, and I don't really want to disturb them too much. And there's actually another city-state down here, so that's going to be a good find for me. Gives me bonus gold. Meanwhile, I'm going to do that attack. And I think I'm going to wait until this ship goes away. Because, yeah, well, he's probably going to go here and then bombard me. I might as well just take this over. Oh, I actually killed the barbarians in there, so that's going to be useful. But it looks like I'm going to be able to get away from that trireme or whatever it is, galley. Get away from that galley before he does too much damage to my warriors. So you remember down here I lost my one warrior to that trireme. It's like right there. But yeah. Why aren't they moving? Oh, was I in the middle of doing a turn? Maybe I can use my archers to snipe out this galley? No, I don't know. I'm gonna go ahead and move my warrior out. I'm gonna put my warrior back on top of this gold here, and when my settler gets done, I'm gonna move him down onto this desert. So that way I can expand right there. And, well, there I've met Budapest, so they're another city-state. So that'll be useful. So I got two city-states in between me and the Iroquois, so I'm not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing necessarily, but yeah, I'm not sure what to think of that right now, but we'll try to figure it out later on. So once this farm is completed, I can move my worker over here and start building the road to my next city. And maybe build some improvements around here so that I can build faster. And yeah, so my settler is done in 3 turns, so I'll be able to expand pretty soon. Budapest got quite an army going, so that's interesting. I'm gonna go ahead and fortify my archers right there already, since I don't expect too much is gonna happen. Oh, an unmet player has entered the classical era. So someone's already expanded to the next era. And I'll explain to you guys what eras really mean once I get to my next era. So the Iroquois want to sign a pact of cooperation with me, and all a pact of cooperation does, basically says we're gonna work together. I don't think it really means too much. I mean, maybe we can sign like technology agreements or something. Yeah, I'm not too sure what they do, but it'll be interesting to find out, I guess. So I'm gonna shoot this galley, see what I can do to it. Oh, he can actually attack back. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, forget that plan. You don't necessarily use the ranged units on galleys, so. Yeah, with my open borders, I can actually move through his units, so that's nice. And it looks like my land here is pretty vertical, so it's very, I don't know, shaped vertically. I don't know, whatever. I'll shut up about that. So let's see, 1 turn and my settler's done, so hopefully this farm is done soon. How many turns does it say? It won't tell me. And calendar's done in 4, so maybe I should build. Should I build the plantation first, or should I go build roads to the other city first? I think I'll build the plantation first, and then move the worker down to improve my second city. Yeah, I think that's going to be a good idea. And now I'm going to build a library. And because I am the Romans, if I build a library in this city, it'll increase my library production in all of my other cities at the same time. So I'm spending a lot of units, a lot of money on units right now, but that's okay. Once I build a city down here, that should drop. Now, my archer is going to get promoted now, and he has basically the same increase as the other units. So I'm going to have him do open terrain, I think, because, well, there's a lot of rough terrain around this city, so I think barrage would be good. So I do extra damage to units on rough terrain, like these hills and these forests around my city. So that'll be useful. Meanwhile, my settlers are going to come down and populate this desert down here. And we'll see if what I said about the city production being true. Because if not, then that's going to be a really bad place for my city. Oh, right there, my archers actually did a lot of damage, so that's good. Okay, so my settler's moving down. Probably want to build another settler pretty soon. Probably build another infantry, probably an archer unit, and then another settler, and then I can start expanding even more. So that'll be good. So let's move my scout around a little more. So let's build this plantation. Use my archers to kill this galley. It's almost dead. Not quite. And we'll go on to the next turn. And my settler will be there next turn, so I'll be able to get my next city up. With the Romans, I think second city is... Let's see if I can guess it. Rome... Yeah, I don't know. Cumae, maybe? Yeah, I'm not sure. So I'm going to build the road first, and then I can build a plantation next. So there's my settler. Let's see what the city's going to be. Antium! I should have known that. That's stupid. Okay. Oh, there's a barbarian encampment. Didn't really want to step onto that. Let's see. Oh, I wanted to use the archers so they get extra promotion, extra experience, but that's okay. I'll fortify an Antium, and yeah, that helped my gold out a lot. So I was at -2 for a little bit there, but I'm doing better now. And as far as production goes, well, I could build. I think I'll build the. I'll build a warrior in this city, and I can use that to defend my third city as I build the settler out of Rome, and I'll connect them with each other as I. Yeah. And as you can see, I was a little bit wrong about the production on the cities. If you build on a desert, your city will actually only produce 2 food on the tile that it spawns on, but the production and gold remain the same, so it only really affects the food. And one thing I would like to do is I would like to buy. I want to get this fish tile. I don't have the technology for fishing boats yet, so probably don't want to buy that yet. Oh, sorry, I kind of like skipped over the calendar, like Aesop Fable or whatever it was going to be. That's okay. I did it for the wheel too. Sorry about that. But I was in the middle of talking about something else. But blah blah blah. Sorry. So I'm going to research Salient so that way I can build a fishing boat. And then I'll buy the tile once I get fishing boats if it hasn't already expanded to it. And I think what this pink outlined border hexagon is it means that's where it's going to expand next when its culture reaches a certain point. So hopefully that is right and I'm not sounding like an idiot. Oh, somebody built the Colossus in a faraway land. I didn't even have bronze working, so I'm not too upset about that. Oh, so here's one of the things I was talking about with city-states. Monaco has had a feud, like a little cat fight, with Budapest, and Monaco now wants to have Budapest eliminated. So he's put out a contract on Budapest. So whoever captures Budapest is going to become in big favor with Monaco. However, after you capture Budapest, you know, it's pretty bad. So you don't necessarily want to go to war with a city-state unless, you know, they're attacking you or something like that. Or for some reason you really have to get rid of that city. I don't know why. So here's marble here, so that's good. So I'll probably want to expand in all 4 directions here. One to the north to get this wheat and the horses. Rome could probably get the horses, but expand up here to get the wheat, and expand this way to get the marble, the spices, and the wheat over there, and down here to get these horses, cows, spices, and wheat down there, and also get these fishes, all these fishes. Yeah, so let's go on. So library is done in 5 turns, then I can build my second settler, so I can get my next city up and going. And now that I have calendar, I can build this plantation. Now, if you didn't notice when I was wrong about the upkeep on roads, I think, let me see. So, maintenance is spent on tile improvements, so I think that's roads. How many roads do I have? 1, 2, 3. So, I am spending 3 gold on improvements, and I think that's only for roads, because roads need to be upkeep, right? So roads do cost upkeep, and they do cost money to build initially, whereas plantations, mines, and I believe farms and all that stuff doesn't actually cost gold to build. But I could be wrong about that. We'll discover that on a little bit later. But the roads do cost 1 gold to build and 1 gold to upkeep per turn, so that you do want to be careful with the amount of roads you build, because even though they do provide you as a big boost to your economy, they do cost money to upkeep, so you want to be careful about that. So I'm going to go ahead and continue scouting. I'm going to go this way. Okay. So, I mean, the advantage to scouting the coast is you kind of get a feel for how large the area is, how large your little continent is, or island. And, you also, basically tells you all the stuff you need to explore in between, too. On the downside, you do miss out on a lot of stuff that you're scouting, like the ruins and stuff like that. But since my land seems skinny enough that I'll be able to find the ruins anyway. So, yeah. Oh, so I cleared a forest by Rome, and it gave me 20 productions, so my library is going to finish a lot sooner. So this barbarian, like, just slipped right into my base here, without me even noticing. So I'm going to want to kill that as soon as I can. So I'm going to use my ranged attacks. And I'm probably going to use this warrior as well. He can't go into the city because the archers are there, so he had to go around and get off the roads and attack from this farm down here. But I was able to take out that barbarian before he took over my worker, so that's good. So the library's done, so I'm going to build another settler here, and he's going to take 8 turns, and my warrior down here is going to take 14 turns. So I'm probably going to have to use this warrior to escort my settler down. And whenever you go to expand, since settlers cannot defend themselves, you want to bring a military unit of some kind with it. A warrior, archer, whatever. Usually a defensive unit, because you're not necessarily going to be wanting to attacking. Because if your unit dies, your settler's going to be all lonely. So I had enough happiness to reach a golden age, so I'm going to be able to produce stuff a lot faster. So I'm going to use my archer to attack this galley. And I'm also going to be producing gold in my cities more. Yeah, so that's always a good thing. I'm going to fortify this archer again. Use my scout to scout around a little bit more. And where's the one? Put my warrior here, I guess.